welcome back to Every Game Ever. I'm Terry.
I'm Erik.
And he's dead.
That burnt sack of flesh is Jaden Core, currently trying to stop Boba Fett from stopping him from blowing up weapons cache.
Yep, it's going well.
Oh, so well. Boba Fett should be dead. Like 100%. Just, I don't know how he's still alive.
Like, there's no way that this could be where I'm going. Like, it seems like it should be. Okay. So it took me over here. This is the fourth one. So let's continue from over here and see if I'm supposed to go somewhere here.
This seems like probably was set up as a multiplayer map.
You can see it. Alright. So,
We went in here.
I have not blown this up yet. Okay, so let's go blow this up.
Well, you
Maybe
did,
it
but then
blows
you
a
died.
hole in the back of the room.
You blew it up. You blew it up, but then you died.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant, is that I haven't blown it up this time.
So don't load because you just because you got a checkpoint.
Alright, I think that just blew a hole. No, it didn't.
No, but new objective information. So just load from checkpoint, not from save. That's the reason why we kept going back. So I'm like, I could have sworn we blew this one up already.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about Harry Potter, and I think we're about ready to get off of that subject, except for the fact that I can't, and I've been trying for the past 10 years. I got Izzy for Christmas
I saw that
Harry Potter box set where it has
Yeah.
like the 7 and then Fantastic Beasts.
9 movies.
Yeah, that's right. 9 movies. Yeah. Because I forget that that they split the 7th book into 2
Which
movies.
I'm so glad they decided to do that with like every franchise. Just be like, all right.
Because
the last
God
one-
knows we don't we want to really drag out the finale.
Yeah.
Let's blitz through all of the character development leading up to it.
Yeah.
But once we get there, let's just really focus and be true to the book. So it only serves to confuse people more why people are acting seemingly out of character.
The biggest problem that I have, that I've always had with the last 3 Harry Potter
Shoot a
movies,
rocket at you.
the last 3 Harry Potter movies, is they really pussed out on the 6th book.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end of the 6th book was so much better than it was in the movie. Because in the movie, they come in, they kill Dumbledore, they burn down Hagrid's cabin, they leave.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. It's like, wait, why did you need so many Death Eaters for that? And plus, wasn't this a test for Malfoy? Why did you need them at all? In the book, there was like this big battle, and it was a fight, and yeah, there was a whole thing about it.
And it was.
But they're like, oh, we don't want to seem
Malfoy-
repetitive.
Malfoy brought in the Death Eaters to act as a distraction and to lure Dumbledore out.
Yeah. Which, wasn't needed in the movie.
I'm not a huge fan about how the series ended with the whole wand allegiance thing.
Yeah, okay, so here was my problem with the movie over the book. In the book, Harry used the power of the Elder Wand to fix his wand. Because that's all Harry's ever wanted, is he likes his stuff. Is it's like, hey, I'm pretty happy being who I am. I don't need... I don't need the Elder Wand. I'm just gonna have my wand. And in the movie, he just breaks the wand in half, and it's like, wait, but no, because don't you think that Dumbledore would have done that if he could?
No. To be fair, that's actually something they kind of established as Dumbledore, is that Dumbledore was never really able to let go of that, what he's deemed as the responsibility. That's what got him in trouble with Grindelwald, was that he felt like he had a responsibility to his fellow wizards, to his family, to, for the greater good, to, fight for wizard rights over Muggle rights. And even after that, he felt like it was his personal responsibility to stop Voldemort and to do all of this other stuff. When in reality, no one asked him to do it. I mean, ultimately it was good that he did, but his brother Aberforth did have a point where it's all like my brother just can't help but meddling in other people's business.
I was always kind of sad. That was always kind of made me sad, that about their relationship, how
They never reconciled with each other.
they never reconciled.
Okay, and so this kind of bugs me, because I think that they're setting up that with Fantastic Beasts, and this is my theory. I mean, nothing's canon as of yet, but it seems like they're setting up that Dumbledore's sister was probably killed by an Obscurus. So the Obscurus comes because if someone with wizarding talent and ability tries hard to suppress it.
Yeah.
And, like, that's exactly what happened with Dumbledore's sister after she got assaulted by those two Muggle boys that her father killed or tortured or whatever.
Well, officially in the book, she died in the duel between Aberforth.
Right, but it was like it was chaos. They don't know. Like Dumbledore was never sure if Aberforth killed her or if he did or if Grindelwald did.
Yeah.
And that's what scares him the most. Is he doesn't know if he might have been the one to kill his own sister.
Yeah.
But I really think that they're gearing up to basically be like, well, she was an Obscurus, and the Obscurus is what actually killed her, to kind of try and like repaint, like retroactively paint Dumbledore as like better than the moral ambiguity that we got. Yeah. I'm afraid that's what they're gonna do. When that was my favorite part about the seventh book was finding out that, hey, you know, wizarding, like the wizarding equivalent to Jesus here, Dumbledore, is just like, maybe he wasn't super good all the way after all. And that was the most important.
He had to go through a lot of shit to be a good person.
And even then, he was still racked with the concept that he didn't feel like he was.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of the seventh book, was that everyone has their reasons for doing things, and to them it makes sense.
Well, the thing that always was, the thing that I always thought was interesting about Dumbledore is Dumbledore is seen as like this great hero for defeating Grindelwald. But as we find out, Dumbledore, it's talked about that Dumbledore took a long time to actually sit down and fight Grindelwald. Like, he wouldn't fight him for years. Like, it just kept happening, you know, like, bad stuff kept happening, and Dumbledore was just like, you know, oh, what can you do? And everybody's like, hey, most powerful wizard in the world, kind of needed to take care of this for us.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, that was part of the thing that's like, Dumbledore really kind of had the issue where it's like, every enemy that, like, every great wizarding threat kind of came from him meddling.
Yeah.
Like, Grindelwald was the most dangerous, powerful wizard, mostly because he met young Dumbledore, who was able to goad him into becoming a powerful and dangerous wizard. Left to his own devices, I don't think Grindelwald would have done half of the shit that he had done on his own.
He wouldn't have been as powerful at the very least. He wouldn't, because they worked so much together and pushed each other to these new heights.
Yeah.
That, Grindelwald definitely wouldn't have been as powerful. He might have tried to do the same stuff, but I don't think he would have been able to.
Well, they had basically come up with their final solution-esque plan of how to make sure that the wizards regain superiority.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that they talk about most in Reader Skeeter's book, was the whole idea that that they had perfected the way that they're going to go about like ushering in this new world order.
Yeah.
And it was they both were just idealists about it. I don't think that I think Dumbledore thought they were going to be able to do it peacefully with a very minimal loss of life. I think Grindelwald
always accepted
that there were going to be a lot of Muggles who would die in this exchange. Yeah. But he, at the time, loved Dumbledore, because I really do think that they were in love, you know, because that is, I think, as far as Pottermore, that is canon, that they were more than just good friends.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot more sense of why Dumbledore didn't want to have to deal with Grindelwald, because it's like, cool, the only man that I've ever loved, and I've got to kill him.
There you go.
Super great.
Yeah. Bitch.
All things considered, you survived that like a champ.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that they ever had a chance to? I don't think they ever expressed it for each other. I think they
did. They spent. I can't remember if it was just a single summer or if it was a couple of years together after Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Because that's when it was after Dumbledore graduated from Hogwarts that he met Grindelwald, and they started creating their new world order.
Yeah.
But they spent Rita wrote that they spent every waking moment together.
Okay, I think that's
or Bathilda Backshot said that's what they did. They spent every waking moment together. So it seems like they definitely had something going on there.
Damn it. Okay. So.
Well, maybe you've gotten all the ones in this area, or there are only two major areas.
I think there's only two areas. Let me go back over here. Alright, so there's the one behind me. Where's the objective? Can I? There we go. Okay.
There's a fucking map?
Yeah, apparently. Alright, so return to your ship, defeat Boba Fett to get out of this one alive. Okay, destroyed all the weapon caches.
Yeah, because you had the one in the hangar.
Okay, I just have to beat Boba Fett. We haven't really needed the checklist before now.
But just the map.
Yeah.
No bounties on you. Shame.
What?
No bounties on you. I won't get anything from killing you.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said no
So
bounties
you
on
met
you.
Boba Fett. I'm impressed. I ran into him once myself back on Coruscant. Just barely got out alive. Not someone you want as an enemy, but, well, I guess we have something in common now. We need you back at the Academy right away.
I sense much good in you. Keep on your current path and you will truly be a Jedi.
I would love
You
to
already
know.
made me a Jedi.
Love to know what you would have said had we not filled up all our good set force
Yeah.
powers. Master Skywalker, I summoned old Jedi back to the Academy.
The time has come to put an end to the disciples of Ragnos. I believe that Tavion is storing force power in the scepter for one purpose: to resurrect Marco Ragnos.
Is that possible?
Who's Marco Ragnos?
Holds a great many secrets. It may be possible that if a high enough concentration of force energy is infused into a body, the cells might regenerate, bringing the person back to life.
We have to stop them.
No kidding. So we're going to Korriban, huh? Not exactly a vacation spot.
Korriban? Never heard of it.
It's the burial place of a whole bunch of Sith.
I have
lords.
questions.
If Ragnos is resurrected,
A
there's
lot
no
of
telling
questions
what
about the
he'll be
whole
able to
force
do.
resurrection thing.
It will take all of our strength to stop him.
So,
We're not heading to Korriban just yet. I just received a distress signal from Rosh.
Rosh, where is he?
He's being held captive on Tasker 3. It's an Imperial-controlled planet, a real paradise.
How did he get a message out?
I don't know, but we can't leave him there.
Rosh could still belong to the dark side. It could be a trap.
It could be, but I'm not willing to let him die there if it isn't.
Kyle, what about Ragnos? We have to go to Korriban.
Well, if we're lucky, we'll catch up with everyone else before the fireworks start. If you don't want to help me...
No, I'm coming.
So, if you could resurrect any Sith Lord, why would you want Ragnos? Wouldn't it make more sense to, like, resurrect a really powerful Sith Lord, say, like, Darth Revan?
Revan, I don't think had been created yet. And Ragnos was very powerful. He's
Name
so
one-
powerful, why is he dead?
Name one Sith Lord that wasn't very powerful, though.
Yeah.
Like, they don't become Sith Lords by not being powerful.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty much anybody she picks is a good choice.
just like Darth Ragnos, Darth Revan, they're all good choices.
Yeah.
They're just, she's over there like, I can't go wrong here.
Back
Yeah.
way. If we enter from both sides, we're bound to find him.
I don't like what you're suggesting, Kyle.
Alright. Just don't look at me in the eyes during.
What? Huh?
She's just like Key and Peele. Dude.
Yeah. Come on. Get back here, you son of a bitch. Alright, you know what? I'm going inside. And you do what you want.
Yeah, I need to read The First Child. I also want to read the screenplay for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, because I'll bet you there's stuff in there that's worth finding.
Yeah. I like Fantastic Beasts. I really don't understand the sequel title. Like, I get it. It's like, it's about Grindelwald. But, like, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. That doesn't go together. It's like Fantastic Beasts and How to Train Them, or Fantastic Beasts and How to Capture Them. Any of those. Because it's like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them really didn't have much to do. I mean, I guess it kind of did. It wasn't about where you found them. That was about finding them, but not where you find them.
Well, to be fair, obviously it's named after the book, and that was the kind of the point where it's like was like kind of the last step before he finished writing that book.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be kind of like an origin story, like, hey, this is where the book starts, and I don't know if they've decided if this new series is gonna follow Newt the entire time, because otherwise it seems like that would have come up at some point in the canon. It's like, hey, remember that time that Dumbledore and Newt Scamander got together and stopped Grindelwald?
Yeah.
That was a crazy time, right? Wow, you knew Newt Scamander? Sure did.
He was the greatest. Yes, he was.
He had very full lips. Oh, it's so weird because that actor,
Eddie Redmayne?
yeah, he I can't remember the name of the movie. Izzy watched. My wife watched it, but it was
Theory of Everything.
No, I do want to watch that, but no, it was another biopic about the first transgender.
Oh god, what was that called? Yeah, the
I can't remember the name
other
of it.
woman, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All I can do is think it's like, I can't not see that now when I see Newt Scamander. I'm like, he's a very talented actor / actress.
All roles for women in Hollywood will be played by Eddie Redmayne.
That's right.
And for Best Supporting Actress,
Eddie Redmayne.
For Best Actress, Eddie Redmayne.
I just like him coming up there and being like accepting like 5 awards at the same time. He's like, I'm very honored to have all of these, but please stop casting me in so many things. I'm so very tired.
Alright, something... Alright, maybe it was just that I was supposed to pick up.
I like I do like the continuing thing on Tumblr where like they've stopped calling Benedict Cumberbatch his name. It's just like, good old Bumblebee Cucumber out there.
Poor Benedict Cumberbatch.
It's just such a bizarre name, Benedict. I mean, he must go by Ben in real life.
Oh yeah.
You know, like,
It's hot here.
Well, that is liquid hot magma.
though, I don't know, based on his personality, I could totally be just like, hi, is it Ben? Benedict, actually. Really? You go by the full name? Yes. So, Benedict, then. I should prefer Mr. Cumberbatch. It's like, oh, yeah.
Or
we
Dickie.
would've-
Dickie is also a good one.
Dickie Cumberbatch.
Okay, so, Dickie, please don't call me that. Only my friends call me Dickie.
What was it? Willie Nelson. It's like, hey, Willie Nelson. It's like, does anyone ever call you Will or Bill? Like, no. Do they call you Petey? No, because I'm an adult. I know what I'm driving at. That's not what lava sounds like. That is just straight up water. That's the thing that bugs me. Okay, so it doesn't bug me, but it is something. It's like, so you don't change. You don't change your density.
Yeah.
Like molten rock is still denser than the human body.
Yeah.
Which means you don't actually sink in lava. You just roast on top.
Yeah.
Which really would have changed the ending to Lord of the Rings, I think.
They're just sitting there for like 4 or 5 minutes watching Gollum cook. Just be like, should we leave, Sam? No, Mr. Frodo.
I'm losing a lot of blood, Sam! Oh, not the pain!
You lost a finger, you little bitch.
You lost your finger, you little bitch.
No, Mr. Frodo, we have to make sure it's done.
Throws Frodo down on top of the body. No, bat the ring into the lava!
Oh God! Lower rope! There's still time!
Oh no, Mr. Frodo, I forgot the rope! Oh my god. Alright, so next time on Every Game Ever, do you think we'll be able to finish this mission?
Yeah, I think we'll get pretty close anyway.
Until we hit another part where we have to keep restarting over and over again.
Yeah.
But so next time on Every Game Ever, the thrilling conclusion to... Oh, ouch.